3:40. All right. Welcome to Craft Your Stash. Almost the end of week 2. We've been doing good. I'm Auntie Tay. If you guys are new here, that's who I am. If you're not, welcome back. I've missed you. If you're watching the replay, welcome to the replay. If not, welcome to the live stream. All right. We're there. We're live. Guess who I brought home today, guys? My Ricoma. All right. Well, I brought him home a couple days ago. Finally got him into here. Just powered him up. The thing about this heat press, the only thing I don't like about it is it just takes a long time to heat up. So I already have it heating up, but luckily we're doing heat transfer vinyl. So excited to see these, says Melissa. Yes, I actually need to design more just for your target audience because I know your target audience will like these designs. And I did, these designs are like, they take a long time to weed. So I had already cut them and weeded them. So these are fun. They're fun, but they're like a craft, but maybe you could do like a make and take with your girls. Anyways, Melissa is one of my business members and we've been working together on her target audience, which is a mental health Christian target audience. And so mental health designs are something, we actually have 2 whole categories of mental health designs, Melissa. I don't know if you've seen them, but you should check them out. So this though, I'm really excited and privileged to make this, but I'm actually excited that I had enough in her size to be able to make something so amazing. So while this heats up, we're at 285, we're getting to 315. I'm just gonna give you like a rundown of what we're making today and why it's so near and dear to my heart. And as much as I'm so sick of like talking about serious subjects, I just want to talk about like color theory and dumb stuff, but at the same time we can talk about both. Like, it's reality, okay? So I know mental health was technically last month in May, but realistically people struggle with mental health all the time. It doesn't just come once a year. So we are coming up on 1 year of losing one of our students to suicide, and her parents and our family have been so close. We went through grief share together. My dad died 2 days before their daughter, and we got to walk through that process with them. And I did a whole live stream on it. It makes no sense because I was in such a fog. But we have gotten the whole year to kind of just get really close with this family. And she has gifted me so many things over the last months that she just thinks of me and she will bring me something. And she brought me stuff for Mother's Day. And I was just like, you know what? Get your life together and start making things for the special people in your life. So we're going to make a tote bag for her, a sweatshirt for her, and 2 t-shirts because I had pick number 3, my lord, 2 t-shirts because we have a teal shirt and a purple shirt, and she gets her nails done in teal and purple now for suicide awareness. We do suicide awareness walks with their family and our other family that we're super close to that we lost a friend to in high school. So she actually 20 years later was finally able to do her first suicide awareness walk, and we got to do that with her this year. Oh my gosh, don't cry. Like, I didn't want to do this video period because I was like, can we just get to the good stuff? But this is really why crafting can be such a blessing, and it's a way to give people something that's super special. And the files that I create for making crafts lately have been because I want you guys to be able to do things like this for people who may be struggling. And you might have somebody who lost someone to suicide and you just don't know what to do. Something that you can do is make them something sweet. So we're gonna do a tote bag. I'm loving this hoodie, especially because it's the heavyweight Bella Canvas hoodie, which is like a hug. And so we can just give them a hug. But I'm actually this one is like a suicide, you'll see, we're using the warrior design, which actually is a very easy design to cut and print and weed all at once. Happy times to bless another, yes. Hello from South Texas. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Barbara. Hey, from New York. Barbara, we had so much fun yesterday on yesterday's Zoom. She came through and gave one of our new business members so many good ideas for her business. And we're actually doing 2 sides on this tote. I forgot. Okay, we're at 314. I think we're good. So when I went to go put my heat press on just now, I had the pressure turned down and it wouldn't auto open. So if you have a Ricoma auto press, that's something I learned today was, okay, if the pressure's not totally turned up, it could be because my machine's like needs oiling. It's making a lot of noises when I go up and down with it. It's been sitting for a while at the studio, but not like that long. Oh, you know what? This actually, I was like, I'll leave a little weeding to do. Why? I should not have done that. Hold on. So there are a couple little pieces in here. Or will the design make up for that? Maybe I stopped weeding because I was like, oh, the design is gonna actually cover those little spots, so I might as well just cover them, because you can't do heat transfer vinyl on top of glitter, but you can do glitter on top of regular heat transfer vinyl. Oh, that's upside down. I was like, did I cut one of them backwards? Yeah, so I think this design will make up for them. So this one says You Matter, and I actually need to find my scissors because that heart was from a different design that got on there. Hi, Missy. Welcome, welcome. We missed you too yesterday, but I know you'll be back on Monday. Hey, I missed last night. Was cooking with my niece while she visits. It's a very good reason to miss, though, my Lissa. Quality time with our special people is the most important thing on the planet. So don't ever feel bad for missing for that. And as more people come, we're going to make more time slots and more categories for you guys to come so we can specifically work on what you guys need to work on. Yes, I'm like, oh, my heat press. I was like, why was I in such a bad mood in the 4th of July video yesterday? It's because I was using the Easy Press, and I just felt like I was just standing there the whole time with my hands like pressing on a heat press, which is fun, I guess, if you have like friends around to like hang out while they do stuff. Oh yeah, cut this off. Guys, I'm getting so clean in here, finally. Hold on, don't move, guys. We're gonna use these janky scissors, but as we get clean, we forget where we put things. I know, with all my ADHD followers, we have that same issue. I see you. Okay, so this one was actually, took a process to weed it. This design, honestly, I would order it in UV DTF and then like bling it and glitter it. Not UV DTF, DTF. You can order it in UV DTF as well and put it on a cup for someone or a hard surface. But I don't love weeding really in-depth projects unless, like, I don't know. When I first got my Cricut, you guys, if you're around, know that I did love doing that type of stuff. But now that I do it all the time, I'm like, I don't want to weed all of that. That's terrible. Terrible idea. Okay. My heat press is back. Man, this is canvas and everything. So I'm like, the fact that I don't have to like wait for it to cool and press all the spots it missed. So this is quite a pricey heat press, but if you do have a business, I suggest getting a really good heat press. I don't mind like the HTVront auto press or anything. I think they're great, but this thing, it's got the pressure, it's got the heat, it's got everything, and it actually came with my white toner printer bundle. So if anyone's interested in the white toner printer from Ricoma, you can get this in the bundle. It's still super pricey, but if you're just looking for this heat press, it's like $800, I think. Okay, we're getting a little too excited because now I have to let this one cool. And where's everyone? What's everyone working on today? What is today? Thursday? Why is my laptop not charging? Weird. Okay, laptop's not charging. Good thing our lives have not been super long. And why are my chats not loading? Okay, I'm gonna refresh our live stream just so I can get to those chatty chats. Okay, while that cools though, I'm gonna come over and do the backside. And I'm gonna we're putting this in the pile of do more to it. I have like 4 things that we're going to do more to from what we've done this week. I was actually excited that I didn't have too many because I was like, I do not want to do more to all of the stuff that we made. But I picked like 4 things that actually I feel like need it. And so I think it'll be a super fun way for me to show you guys. Currently organizing my HTV scraps and all my blank shirts, slowly but surely getting ready to craft again. Love that, Katie. So right there are binders that I just took from our house because I had them in my planner area, and they're just sitting there empty. And so I was like, I'm bringing those over here so when I pre-cut heat transfer vinyl and stuff, I can put them into a binder that I can flip through. I have all these like scrapbooking sheets and planner plastic pockets and stuff, so I was like, those would be perfect. I love this one. So this is a great one that's super fast and easy to weed. Just Breathe. And you could write, we're going to put this in the do more to. So if you want to see me do more, so you can take like a basic cut file and then elevate it with some more fancy stuff. Would love to see those. And then you could, of course, I suggest if you are going, actually, I suggest this. I think this is a great idea. If you are going to do any more designs that, like this has more things in it. It has like a little purple part, and then it has these little green petals that we got to get on there. So this is like 5 layers. So what I suggest is if you want to do more of the detailed mental health things or anything, do a crafting day with people. It's win-win because one, you're making something for mental health, but then you're also doing something that's good for your mental health. You're getting together with friends or people, and then you are creating an experience that you don't want to make 10 of because the weeding process for this, holy moly. I'm sorry, this has been shaking the camera probably every time it does that. So I had to up the pressure on this so that it would work. And so when I up the pressure, I wish I could turn the pressure down, but it'll be okay. Okay, then this has these little yellow. Also, this is all I have left of my favorite HTV color. It's kind of hard to tell how pretty it is on, maybe not, maybe this isn't it. This is not it. It's a little bit different than this. This is the neon yellow. My favorite heat transfer vinyl color is Lemon Sugar from Caesar. Oh my gosh, this is a pain because it's literally like I can't put them on at the same time because the plastic is so big. I gotta fix this design. This design, actually, the little petals are not connected, so at least connect them if you're cutting this design. And this was an older design, so I know why it's broken, but that's why I'm enjoying crafting these, because I don't think this goes on anything. There is another little yellow petal somewhere, but I lost him, so don't do that. So anyways, you can prep like, oh, there it is. You can prep like 10 of these and get 10 or 5 or whatever, and then have people weed their own projects. And that makes your projects go faster, and then you can still try to do like some form of craft make and take that you don't have to spend so much time on, but someone can get a really awesome project out of. Okay, so see why this has a lot of little layers, and then the other ones are not so much. So that Just Breathe was good. Okay, so I think we have one more like that. We'll wait till the end to do that. And so this is the heavyweight Bella Canvas hoodie. Bella Canvas is sponsoring our mystery box, just so you know. So may or may not be a sneaky peeky to something you would get in the mystery box. Oops, Breathe has an E at the end. Maybe it was folded back and I couldn't see it. Are you kidding me? Does Breathe have an E at the end? Just hold on. I need my Alexa. That's my like comfort for my Google. I don't have one in here. I do, but she's not plugged in. Okay, so, wow, this is why we got to make these projects. Are you kidding me right now? Breathe has an E and this doesn't have an E. Oh, it would be so cute too. Okay, so now I need to fix this design and add an E. No, there's definitely not an E. Just Breath. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with Just Breath. That's what it says. Is that how you spell breath? Wow. Okay. Anyways, warrior is spelled correctly. Let's do this one. So for this one, we're doing a sleeve design. And this will also go in the add more because I want to add more to this. And now I gotta do all my designs live with you guys so you guys can let me know if I need to fix them. Did anyone else catch that and just didn't want to call me out on it? Thank you, Betsy, and welcome, Betsy. Okay, you don't get twisted. Stay on there. Also, love this huge space because I can do my whole project press in one. With the HTVront, I was having to move some of them. It was annoying. Oh, wow. So, organizing HTV. This is also how I organize. I organize it pre-cut in those thingamabobs down there, which really helps putting it away. And then on like already cut projects. This is also in, I already said this, but this design, call me out if it's spelt wrong, guys, but we've had this design for quite a while. And it's actually, it started out as one we used for Pocahontas, but then I added the I to be the semicolon because that's a symbol for keeps going. And that's something that people in the mental health world use to tell people, like, I chose to keep going with my story. So love that. So arm designs are cool, but we are going to do more to this later in another video for Craft Your Stash. Okay, so we're going to do the You Are Enough t-shirt. And then we will bundle all this together when everything is finished into the tote bag. And I'll give her a little tote full of cuteness that she can wear and encourage people with. Okay. Alrighty. I also am making Bri some things too because it was one of her friends and they're going to summer camp, and we're just praying that summer camp can be okay for all of our students because this was the time that this happened. And so we just want to make sure that, like, I don't know, there's just so much you can't do for people. They have to like grapple with, you know, hard things sometimes. So that's part of life, and it's the crappy part of life that you got to walk through hard things. You are enough. And I got a little piece of heat transfer vinyl smudge on there, so that's awesome. I feel like I should do more to this one too, like, but we'll see. The shirt may be enough. Okay, this one has a lot of layers, so I'm hoping we can get through it. Also, I did not end up weeding all the brain out because I realized this part is going to cover all those spots. So again, I should probably go in and, that thing needs oil, man. This one says, be kind to your mind. And these are also available in PNG and JPEG. I believe just PNG, actually. So you can order UVDTF if you're like, I want that design, but I don't want to make that whole project. I just want to put it on things. We have it available. Okay, that pink just does not like to come up. We got to cold peel that. Sometimes the colors do different things. Sorry to be a wet blanket. Oh, wait. Oops, breathe has an E. Oh, no. You're not a wet blanket. I would be so embarrassed if I gave that to someone and it was spelt wrong, honestly. I'm just hoping I can fit an E in there so it still looks like good on that project, but then I will fix the design as well so that way it has an E. I just, yeah. No, you're not a wet blanket at all. Never feel bad for calling me out for when I do things wrong. That's why I do it. Go live. I'm like, tell me, how can I do this better? Do you have glitching? Do you have recommendations for a good heat press? I'm saving up for a heat press after we move. So Abby, if you are looking for, oh, and so excited to finally make it back. Life has been crazy. I'm sorry, Abby. I get it. I have had a crazy life too, as we live in the mountains now, and life is just completely different. And actually, yesterday started a whole new process of something that may even change our lives again, but not like moving or anything, I don't think. But so just pray for us. Just pray for us. It would be great. But I'll be praying for you too, Abby. So for a heat press, after you move, first of all, I would ask what your budget is. And if your budget is anywhere up to like, if it's around $800, I would say this one is amazing. Don't judge it on its noises. It's been sitting. I need to oil it. But this one's awesome. It's the Ricoma. And if you are not in that budget range, I would say that Auto Press 2 is a great machine. But I am saying if you're doing professional stuff, at least one that is this size. So I think it's 18 by... I think this one's 15 by 18. I don't know the specs exactly, but I've got, I think I have a video just on this heat press, talking about the specs on that, if you wanted to get some more details on this one. But other than that, I've got like clamshells. I've done swivels. So you probably, if you've been around for a while, have seen all the heat presses that have come through my path, and the ones that stick around are the ones that I like. So I've gotten clamshell ones. I got the HTVront swivel one. 10 out of 10. Don't recommend that one. So I don't even know if they're promoting it anymore, because I think they were like, this was a flop. They kind of like tried to copy Cricut's auto press, but then realized that's not the best like thing to copy, because it wasn't even innovative in the first place. So I don't know. It was innovative, but it was coming out at the same time as others' better innovation. I'll put it that way, because it was innovative, but it was just way too overpriced, and yeah, just too much. Because the Cricut AutoPress, and I'm sure, I think they have the AutoPress 2 now or something too, but it started out as like $1,000, and I was like, I'm sorry, for a heat press? No, it better be an industrial heat press if it's going to be that price, and it wasn't. So sorry for the shaky shake. I'm gonna have to have Dustin go like build some stuff under this under this platform. But you know what? I have to go on the list of things that he's got to do, because he came in yesterday to help me do this, and I got like his quota for the week, because I was like, while you're in here, do you want to like fix my sink? And he's like, nope. So I was like, whatever, dude. I'm on my own. He is literally obsessed with gardening now that we live up here. So that's all he does is go down to his garden, and I'm in here. And then if I need help with something, I have to like stop him from gardening. And he's not happy about that. Okay, this little design, again, UVDTF if you want this little design, but it's really cute because these little flowers, the center of the flowers are little brains. So I think that's so cute. Okay, so we made 2 sides of a tote bag, spelt wrong, but that's okay, because I'm just showing you how the photo looks. The photo. The SVG when it's cut out looks, which I just love that simple design. Super cute. Kind of reminds me of a tattoo, honestly. Just like a simple one. Okay, yeah, the pink is just dumb. So I'll show you the designs while that kind of cools, and then we have one more little middle brain layer of this one. But I'm not the hugest fan of purple, but because it is one of the suicide prevention awareness colors, teal and purple, I was like, that works perfect. And then I also have the teal, which I mentioned yesterday. Bella Canvas has like so many blues and some greens, but like this kind of goes into the blue. Hey, Sherry. And so I was like, teal and purple, I can make her one of each. So this one says, you are enough. Oh, the heart goes on this one. I was like, why is there a gap? That's this heart, but not these dots. Of course, it's the pink one. So we're gonna doctor all of this stuff up again, and I'm gonna get this little piece of heat transfer vinyl off, which a great way to make up for those little mistakes is to add some bling on the shirt. But I don't necessarily love putting bling, unless it's hot fix bling, onto fabric. And if I'm wearing the fabric and have to wash it, I love it for like koozies and stuff. But for shirts, yeah, this design's super cute. I've never even made it. Well, I design so much, I don't often make all the things. So that's why my goal is to start making more of the stuff that I design. Where'd my little brains go? There they are. Don't freak out. Okay. There's these little, okay, so I'm debating because they're just these little, no, I have to because it's black otherwise. I was like, the shirt is purple. I could have weeded the black part and then you would have seen those, but did Dustin go back to youth ministry now? No, so he's actually our executive pastor and he got his regular position back. So, okay, let me update you guys on that. So basically Dustin filled in as our senior pastor. So, okay, wow, youth ministry. He was like volunteering. So Dustin, I'm like, where do I even begin with his journey? So basically when he got out of seminary, he started with like young youth for a little bit. Then he moved up to our young adults. And then he moved up to our associate pastor. And then he moved up to our executive pastor. And so he's kind of worked his way up to being the executive pastor. Then when our pastor left, he's like, good job, Dustin. You are our senior pastor for a little bit until we find one. So that was a 2-year process. And he was not only our senior pastor, but our executive pastor. Through that process was when my sister died and a bunch of stuff happened that was really traumatic. A lot of spiritual warfare happened. And I was like, it's because you're a senior pastor. Like I blamed him and the enemy. And I was like, we're being attacked because you're the senior pastor. So let's fix that. So it was a 2-year process and it was really painful for our church in a lot of ways because it meant like, just with a lot of stuff. If anyone's been a part of a church that's gone through a transition, like it can get messy and there's spiritual warfare that comes with it. And there was a lot, not just on our family, but everyone involved. And so he did that for a little bit. And then the 2 years passed and we got a senior pastor and it turned out so good. But he was then filling in as our women's pastor, which is like funny to say. He just took over all of the like logistics of the women's pastor stuff while we were looking for a women's pastor. So he went back to being executive pastor, but he also was kind of doing the role of the women's pastor as well. Now we have a women's pastor as of last week and a high school pastor. We were looking for one of those too. Like we just went through a season where it was like, where are all of our pastors? And so that was that. They're all in place now, and he's back to being the executive pastor, which is where his gifting is, and he is loving it, and he's just, yeah. So he deserves to garden. Let's just say that. Like we moved up here, and this is his like respite, being up in the woods. He loves just unplugging, and there we go. That makes that design look complete. Okay, so we made You Are Enough. And that's 2. I'm going to turn this guy off because it will get warm in here soon. It does that little like kill noise when it goes off. It's like, meow. So that's supposed to happen, I believe. Okay, so You Are Enough. We did Be Kind to Your Mind. I don't know if I showed it to you. I think I did. So this design has like black. I mean, it has whatever color you cut out of it. So that is the one perk to doing heat transfer vinyls. You get to choose the colors you do. I used teal glitter, Caesar heat transfer vinyl, black, pink, and blue, and purple shiny for the little middle brains. So we have 2 mental health categories though. So if you can't find that design, it might be in the other one. So under mixed media, there's mental health and mental health 2. So that means there's 48 mental health designs that you can work with. And I picked some from each. So then this is the You Matter. It's so cute. We just have to make sure it actually spelled right on the back and says just breathe. So you can choose to hang it up or walk around with it, whichever side you like. This is just like scratchy on this side, so I would wear it this side out. But we're going to do some cute things to this in the let's add more parts of this time. And then we made the warrior one. And this is the black Bella canvas, heavy with, okay, whoo, I was like, did I put it on the back? Which I don't think would be a problem because it would just be like on the back of your arm, which I actually think would be kind of cute. But this is cute. I may go in and add something to the neckline and maybe the pocket, maybe, just so that there's more on it. But I also like the simpleness of it. So that was a really long answer to your question, Melissa, but I hope you're caught up now on that situation. And then the next time you ask, I'll be like, you know, he's our facilities guy now. I don't know. He's just one to jump in wherever he's needed at any time, except for fixing my sink. So there's that. All right. You know what? He's going to have to join me in a live one time so I can just stop bad mouthing him because he's got to stand up for himself. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. We are doing the faith-based, which, Melissa, that'll be good for you too. We're going to doctor up a Bible and a tote bag again, because I'm trying to get all the heat transfer vinyl on so then we can start doing some more creative elements to these things. And my pile has literally moved to like a corner, and now I'm about to go to the studio right now and grab more stuff, but also a lot of stuff for Christmas in July because we have so many photos that we need to do and do stuff with. And so there's gonna be a lot of photo projects. So if you're wanting to join for Christmas in July and you need some photo help, we're gonna kick it off with organizing our photos and getting them digitized together. So I'm super excited for that. So bring your photos out and get them ready, or save the series for when you're ready to do it, and it'll be helpful if that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. It doesn't make anyways. I just learned that I say that because of a specific reason. So anyways, too much to go into right now. Love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. I would say I'd come back tonight, but I'm going to the studio right now. So watch me in my stories on Instagram because I'm going to be showing the next steps of me getting stuff ready for this big old mystery box that is shipping out on August 1st. So members have access to it right now. Only July 1st, there will be access to the public. And then it's going until it goes. All right. So members have been swooping up on that weekend box real quick, but there's Friday and Saturday box available too. So if we run out of the weekend box, we'll have 2 options for a half a size of the box. If that makes any sense. I will be introducing more. We've been doing sneak peeks all of last 2 weeks. Things that you've been seeing. You have not even seen all of the stuff. No, you haven't even seen nearly all of the stuff, actually. So, all right. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.